Hey, welcome or welcome back to Last Week in Thai BL. Well, it might not surprise you to know that Captain Phob and Tanchai Tinakorn are in love, but can't seem to ever find their way to be together. It's so annoying that they keep making us watch them part, only for them to meet again, and guess what? Part once again. Some of these obstacles aren't even all that believable, because if Tin believes in Captain Phob's ideals, which it seems like it does, why do they have to break up? Tin says he's no longer upset about the betrayal, so that means the issue is resolved, right? Now the both of them have to go mourn their loss once again. At least this time around, they both have people on their sides. Tanshai Tin has Tanya, and Captain Phob has Kunjanton. Speaking of sides, it was so sad to confirm that I was right about the new government. The new government is the same as the old system, and even though they promised change, what they really wanted was an opportunity to steal power for themselves. It was very sad to see Kunjanton and Captain Phob feel so defeated when they finally realized that the system they had supported did not bring about the change they so desperately wanted. But well, that's just life. I guess Tanchaitin also gets a dose of reality when his family experiences a change of a lifestyle, for lack of a better word. Tanchai Shat finally gets his reckoning, although it seems he hasn't learned his lesson at all, but rather continues to blame other people. The real shame is that the people who suffer the consequences of Tanchai Shat's action are his family, and naturally, Tanchai Tin, or should I say Krutin, blames himself for everything. All of this drama aside, though, I'm certain of one thing. Captain Pope and Krutin are made to be with each other. I don't say that just because they're in love, but because just 1 second together is all they need to make each other feel better. Even though they're facing their own problems, when they find each other, they only care about the other person and they only see the other person's pain or joy. I mean, how precious is that? I'm sure I sound like a broken record, but I simply can't and won't accept anything other than a happy ending for these two. Update, the Janes have welcomed another player. A round of applause for Jamie, everyone. There's not much to update about our regular players though. Yai is as inconsistent as ever. Lake, or should I say Lil Jane, hasn't changed either. He's still obsessed with Yai. But at least our new player Jamie is cute. Lake is promoted, or should I say demoted, from assistant to Jamie's leaving nanny. And even before he falls on top of Yai's schlong, he was already playing house with Yai and Jamie. It's very cute though, so I'm not upset about it. I also think it's great that Jamie and Lake get along right away, and Lake starts being a total mom with Jamie. But Lake is immediately defeated because both brothers seem to have the exact same loner-coded character. Their antisocial and standoffish character makes sense because their dad does not seem like a good caregiver or parent at all. But Lake seems to have the magic touch because they're able to be more vulnerable and open with him. Well, Jamie is. Yeah, it's another story entirely. I wonder if Lee can handle this life he's signing up for. Because it turns out Yai hasn't stopped his weird deals, and I don't think he'll stop unless someone gets really hurt. And mark my words, someone will get really hurt. But Lake seems to be enthralled by the secret room he wasn't supposed to enter, the so-called Jane's world. It's crazy that he wasn't creeped out or scared, but rather seemed happy to see that weird sculpture. I mean, he didn't have the same energy when P. Dan used his pictures for that exhibition back in college. Anyways, remember how I said, yeah, I just wanted Lake to beg him to get back together? Well, I was right, and to no one's surprise, yeah, he gave in. Lake was happy to oblige because did you see that huge ass smile on his face when they hooked up for the first time in 5 years? I just know he's been dreaming about getting back together with Yai every night for those 5 years. But only time will tell how long he'll keep that smile. Phew, what a ride the second episode of Gelboys was. I love how they're telling this story just using time jumps, and I love that it's not confusing at all. In 2054, it seems like we're getting another case of I'm in love with my best friend, but I'll help him get with someone else. That's very promising in terms of impending drama. But our present day Gelboys also have their own issues to deal with. The fanboy drama is officially beginning, and it starts with Fomod realizing he could be his own main, which is such bad bitch behavior. But because he's so in love, he realizes his real main is his confirmed Pishian. That presentation is the cutest reveal that could have ever happened, and I just know that Pishian felt like the most special boy in the world. I swear presentation is so romantic, y'all. But it wasn't all cute though. At first, I thought Pishian being jealous about people fangirling over Fomod was very cute, but it got scary real quick when he created a fake IG account to hate on Fomod and his fans online. I was really worried about where that was heading, but things mellowed out for a while, just before things seemed to fall apart again. Anyways, Boa and Babin also decide to move their sights to the tip-hop industry, and as true fanboys do, they waste no time in finding a new main. Babin chooses next from the group boss, and Boa just follows along. Unlike Pishian and Fomod, where they seem to be equally obsessed with each other, it seems like Boa is definitely the one who fell harder between Boa and Babin. I'm sure that Babin also loves Boa, but it seems like he doesn't yet know how to manage his obsessive stan feelings alongside his real romantic feelings. Lucky for him, Boa is also really obsessed with him and apparently will let Babin get away with just about anything. I think that's a bad idea though, and I just know that Boa actually wants Babin to prioritize him. I mean, just look at the big ass smile on his face when Babin chooses to go to the nosebleeds with him rather than go to the better seats at the concert. When the drama comes, I just know it will be disastrous. But will it be disastrous enough for them to split up? Or will it be Pishian's frightening jealousy that would destroy his relationship with Fomod? I guess we have to wait a bit longer to find out the answer to that question. Alright, that's the quick rundown of the last episodes of all my favorite type BLs airing right now. Next, let's rank this episode based on what I enjoyed the most. Number one, The Edge of Horizon, baby. It is still number one for me. I know I was just complaining about how they keep milking the sad trope of the two love interests losing each other over and over again, but clearly I like it on some level. Because all I can think is it'll make it so much sweeter when they inevitably get back together against all odds. Number two is Gelboys. I knew Gelboys was going to climb up the list this week, and honestly, The Edge of Horizon better watch out. This show is already heating up with just 2 episodes out, and I know things are bound to get even crazier as we move forward. Finally, number three is Don't Be Too Emotional. Even though it's number three this week, I still really enjoyed it. I'm just wondering what exactly will get Yai to see that he doesn't need to keep doing all these weird deals, or at the very least figure out what exactly made him feel like he had to do them in the first place. We still have a couple episodes to go, so maybe one day we'll find out. Okay, that's it for this week. I'll see you around. Bye!